This is Between the Uprights.
Football is life. The rest is just details.
Here are your hosts, Joe, Matt, and Chris.
What's up, everybody? I'm Joe. Chris and Matt couldn't be here today, but that does not mean we're not going to be giving you all that great NFL football breakdown that you come to Between the Uprights for. Before I get into all that, please hit that like and subscribe button for us. It would mean a lot for us here at Between the Uprights. We're just getting this thing going. Let's go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me. Now, through 4 weeks, we have kind of seen some rookies are going to performing, some are not. How is that handling the Rookie of the Year, debate? And that caused Matt, who couldn't be here today, as I said earlier, to ask me the question. He's like, do you think Jayden Daniels, who is by far outperformed Caleb Williams and is probably the favorite to win Rookie of the Year 4 weeks through the year, quarter of the way through, let's not blow it out of proportion. Yeah, other people saying that he's 100% going to win it. He's doing everything right. And so Matt asked me if he could have a better year than the rookie year C.J. Stroud had. And that got me thinking. Could he really? So I went back and looked at C.J. Stroud's stats. Well, C.J. Stroud, in his rookie year, absolutely dominated from a passing yard standpoint. He's a passing quarterback. He only had 167 total rushing yards. It's nothing to write home about from a dual threat capability, but that's not who C.J. Stroud is. C.J. Stroud absolutely dominated the projection for Jayden Daniels in passing yards. But there's one thing we're not considering. And that got me thinking, well, how does Jayden Daniels compare to other dual threat quarterbacks in the NFL? And how do those stats measure up to their first 4 games right now and in past situations? So I looked at, pretty much the best rushing dual threat quarterback in the NFL. Everyone compared Jayden Daniels to this guy. I compare him Lamar Jackson. So let's look at Lamar's stats through 4 weeks. 858 passing yards, 108 attempts, 66.7 completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 308 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's look at Jayden Daniels. 897 yards, 106 attempts, 8.5 average, 82.1% completion percentage, 218 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's right there with them. Right there with them. They are pretty much dead on. Except for Jayden Daniels has the best completion percentage in the NFL. He's the only quarterback through 4 weeks with a plus 80% completion percentage. No one else is close. He is dominating from an efficiency standpoint. Dominating. So I started thinking. I was like, is Rookie of the Year in the best rookie season, is that the pinnacle? Better than C.J. Stroud? Is that the pinnacle of what we're looking for here? Or is there another level that Jayden Daniels could reach? That's right, people. Jayden Daniels could be, at this clip, the rate he's going, a viable MVP candidate in the NFL in his rookie year. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, it's 4 games. He's 3-1. Who have they really faced? All these questions, right? Well, he had Arizona, 42-14, dominated Kyler Murray away. He's played 3 of the 4 games away from his home field, right? So he's played in hostile territory against the Bengals, the Cardinals, and the Buccaneers. His only home game was against the Giants. But how does that equate to possibly an MVP candidate? I went back and looked at Lamar Jackson's 2023 stats through the first 4 games. Jayden Daniels is better. Jayden Daniels is better than Lamar Jackson was in the first 4 games of his MVP season. He is on pace with Lamar Jackson currently in this season. And Lamar is on pace to be better than he was last year. So if Jayden Daniels is matching Lamar Jackson and is better than he was in his MVP season, that tells you that there's a viable chance that Jayden Daniels could be in the MVP conversation and not as an afterthought. He could be a main candidate to win MVP in his rookie year. Now, I did some digging, and to find another rookie who won an MVP in their rookie year, I had to go back to the great year of 1957. The Russians had just launched Sputnik 1. The space race was in full force going around there. Elvis Presley just bought Graceland in Memphis, and Cleveland Browns rookie running back Jim Brown wins MVP after leading the NFL in yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns. That is the first, last, and only rookie to ever win MVP. And now Jayden Daniels, who hasn't had a game below 70.8% completion percentage, which was his first game he's ever played in the NFL, is in that conversation. Last year, C.J. Stroud was in that conversation until injuries and bad gameplay. If Jayden Daniels continues on his clip, he will account for one more touchdown than Lamar did, more passing yards than Lamar did, and more rushing yards and rushing touchdowns than Lamar did in his MVP season. There is a case to be made that Jayden Daniels is an MVP caliber player right now. He should be on your radar 4 weeks in as a possible MVP candidate. We've done this before. We've put guys in the MVP conversation 4 weeks into the season. Don't act like this is some weird thing I'm doing, some crazy thing I'm doing for clicks. This is a legitimate case for Jayden Daniels to be in the MVP conversation. In fact, Jayden Daniels is already for only a plus 4,500 for MVP odds. He's 13th best odds. He's actually tied with Jordan Love. I think Jayden Daniels is a legitimate MVP candidate, and at 40 plus 4,500 odds, I would take that bet every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I would place money on that. I believe that Jayden Daniels, at his current clip, if he plays the way he's been playing and does the things he's been doing, Jayden Daniels will 100% be in the MVP conversation and possibly be the second rookie since NFL Hall of Famer Jim Brown did it in 1957.
This has been Between the Uprights. Football is life. The rest is just details.